Hi guys! So today's video is slightly different than normal because I already made the cleaning solution. So I just wanted to show you real quick how I make my dusting and wood polish spray. So you can kind of vary this in a few different ways depending on what kind of oil you want to use, as well as what kind of essential oil you'd want to use as a fragrance. So it's a pretty easy step process here. So you're doing two different solutions. One is going to be your olive oil. So I use olive oil. If you have like a generic olive oil, it doesn't have to be like an extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a little bit more expensive, and it's what you want when you're looking for something that you're going to actually eat. But since we're not eating this, if you want to cheap out a little bit and get just regular olive oil, you totally can. I'm using the extra virgin because that's all I have in my house. So it's really simple. So it's 1 part olive oil, 1 part half vinegar, half water. So if you're looking at it, it would be like if you did 2 cups of olive oil, you would do 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, which is pretty much what I have in here. So it's about 4 cups. And then I do 30 drops of my essential oil. I do 30 drops because I chose cedarwood, and I actually really like the smell of cedarwood. You guys have probably heard me say before, my husband is not a fan of vinegar. He really despises the smell. And wood is a porous kind of material, so it absorbs those smells. And so I try to look for something that is going to eliminate the vinegar smell as much as possible for his sake. So I like to use cedarwood for this for a few reasons. Number one is I'm using it as a wood polish. I'm also using it as a dusting solution, and I wouldn't use this on glass, like if you're dusting pictures and stuff like that, but it works really, really well for like surfaces pretty much anywhere else in your home. And for us, they're primarily made of wood. So we like the cedar wood. It makes a really, really nice smell. Personally, I grew up with cedar chests and things such as that. So cedar wood to me is a very, like brings me back to home kind of smell. So I really enjoy it. And it goes really well with whatever wood that we're using because it has a woody kind of smell. The other reason I really like it is that it keeps away a lot of bugs. Those of you who maybe have like a moth problem, you may have heard of using like a cedar chest to keep away the moths. But just using the cedarwood oil in your dusting solution can also help to add another layer of protection. So depending on whether you have moths or you just enjoy the smell, or you want to keep a woodsy kind of oil with a wood solution, cedarwood for us works really, really well. So again, all you do is 2 cups of your olive oil, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of vinegar, and then 20 drops of the cedarwood. You are welcome to add more. Every once in a while, if I start to smell a little too much vinegar, like if the oil went all into the olive oil and it wasn't shaken properly before it was sprayed, sometimes you add a little bit more. But yeah, so that's the other thing is before you spray, make sure you shake this up because as we all know, oil and vinegar, oil and water, they don't mix. So you really want to make sure that you shake it all up before you spray. And if you're doing large surfaces or like your whole house or whatever the case may be, if you start to see it start to separate, you definitely just want to give it another shake again. So yeah, it's a really simple solution. I use it for just about all surfaces in my house. We have a really large wooden staircase, and when we first moved in, it was looking like really dingy. And it's like completely brought it back to life just with this. We're recently going to be taking we recently decided that we're going to take the carpeting off those stairs, and we're not even sure if they've ever seen daylight. They've been carpeted as long as we've ever known. So we're hoping that this will help to kind of bring some life back to the wood. I may actually take the vinegar out when I'm, polishing the wood completely just to kind of give it some life again. Those of you who are skeptical about using vinegar on your wood, I have never had any issues with using vinegar on hardwood or on wooden furniture. But if you are not a fan of using the vinegar on the wood, I completely understand. I have heard a lot of things about not wanting to use vinegar on actual hardwood. So you're more than welcome to just skip the vinegar entirely. And so your solution would just be olive oil and then water. And in that case, you may want to reduce the amount of essential oil you're using because you won't have the vinegar smell to cut through. And so the oil will be able to be that much more powerful. So that is my little cleaning spray for you guys for this week. I hope that you are getting all these amazing ideas and inspiration to start greening up your cleaning. If you have anything specific that you want me to go over next, drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Or if this helps inspire you to find your own cleaning solution or wood polish, again, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right.